In this video, I interview social media behavior expert Jasmine Starr about her tips for how to be consistent on social media, leveling up your brand, and what it takes to crush it on Instagram this year. Coming up. This video is brought to you by LearnVideo.live, a 1-hour online masterclass on how to grow a highly influential and profitable YouTube channel this year. On this free training, you'll learn the proven strategies and current best practices for growing your subscribers and creating passive income with YouTube. To register for free, just go to LearnVideo.live. Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Video Influencers. Help you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. And I'm standing here with Jasmine Starr. How's it going?
It's going well. Hi guys.
Thanks so much for being on the show today. We're here at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego, and Jasmine is actually a social media behavior expert and is got a great Instagram following, Facebook, YouTube channel. She's vlogging, sharing tips, a lot of cool stuff. But Jasmine, you're doing a lot of cool stuff today. You just spoke here at the event. But of course, you didn't start here at, doing this stuff. And so speak to your journey for maybe those that are just meeting you, how you got into this industry and built your influence.
In 2005, I dropped out of law school when my mom had a relapse of brain cancer. Kind of had like a reckoning, like what am I going to do with my life? Life is so short. The good news is that it forced me to make a lot of hard decisions and say, what do I want to do with my life? The better news is that my mom called me before today's presentation because against all odds, she beat brain cancer twice when doctors gave up, right?
Yeah.
But after you see something like that, all of a sudden like you have this moment of deciding, what do I want to do? So I really wanted to become a photographer, picked up a camera, had no experience. I actually didn't even own a camera. Who are we kidding? I was gifted a camera. I started shooting. The business took off using social media. I had no money. I had no skills. I was underqualified. I was underprepared. All of the unders, I was under all of them.
Wow.
And started basically my journey. Started blogging, putting stuff out on social. I started teaching other people how to start building their businesses, leveraging free resources like social media. And like 12 years later, here we are.
Wow, that's so powerful. That's a powerful story. One of the things that's so impressive, number one, is I've seen, of course, your Instagram, very beautiful, very awesome. I've seen your video content where you're shooting at a coffee shop, helping taking people better photos and different things. But one of the things you do, and we actually use one of your courses called Social Curator that helps people be consistent.
Yes.
And you're passionate about this theme, and I know in the influencers community, all of us struggle with consistency.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the big keys. But what are your tips when it comes to being consistent online and even some of the mindsets and thoughts we should have around that?
Number one is that you have to have a plan. Because it's not enough. I know the feelings of opening up my iPhone and just realizing I'm scrolling, like nothing. I got nothing today. And then the days that I do actually have a photo, I'm like, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling myself. And then I get to writing a caption and I'm like, nothing. I have nothing. Like I'm doing all the things in all the places and you just realize that you're tired all the time.
No doubt.
So the key is to actually have a plan. And so at the beginning of every week, I lay out what I'm going to do for the week. Now I don't have to execute, but the minute I have a clear trajectory and a direction, then I say, okay, if I want to get my stuff ready for Wednesday, I should probably be shooting on Monday, editing on Tuesday, posting on Wednesday, but you don't know that until you actually have the map built.
That's powerful. Yeah, I guess if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right?
Absolutely.
We've all heard that.
Yes.
So is there any other tips? Number one, you need a plan. What else has helped you be consistent? Because there's different things that hold us back.
Understanding that it's not about us. Like when I show up on Instagram on the days that I have nothing to post or I'm really tired, or doing a Facebook Live when I'm like, I got nothing, like my glass is empty, I understand that there's going to be one person who's going to learn one thing and that will result in a change in their life or their business or their mindset, and then they go and impact their audience. So when I take the responsibility off me, like I need to show up because I'm so cool, I'm so cute, I'm so important. No. When you understand that your purpose is something bigger to create a legacy for other people to empower their tribes, then it's not about you and you find the energy to show up even when you don't want to.
That's powerful. So have a plan and also think about that person that you're serving. Yeah. But do you also do any kind of batching or anything like that? Are you ahead on your content ever?
I would always like to be more ahead. Like, who are we kidding?
Yeah.
But I mean, there are times, like for instance, we're here in San Diego and I always travel with my camera. It's like what I do. And then on the way in, we pulled off this little inlet and I took a picture of like the San Diego cityscape. And then while I was there, I took a picture of the water and then a boat in palm trees. So I don't necessarily think that it's like cognizant batching, but what you're doing there is you're not going to post all 5 photos on those days. I used one day to strategically say, these are the photos that I'm going to post over the next 5 days so that I'm not always stressing, like, we're aiming to be real. We're in like a convention center. How cute are these photos going to be?
Right.
Like, not that cute.
Good point.
However, I can put, you know what's going to happen later today. I'm going to post pictures of palm trees.
Yeah.
You know when I took those? 2 days ago.
Oh,
so
got it, yeah.
kind of batching in like real life, real time content to ensure that we're actually present, experiencing, and not feeling shackled to be like, these are beige walls in a convention center.
That is amazing. And of course, you're talking about Instagram and getting those photos ready that can come out and keep your brand strong.
Yes.
So let's talk about Instagram. I mean, that's one of your big platforms that you help people with. And every influencer in our community, even if they're focused on YouTube or whatever platform, they want to be building their influence on Instagram as well. In 2018, what are some of your tips and the things you would encourage people to be focusing on to win on Instagram?
It's going to be really important to understand that metrics don't matter. Like, you can buy followers, but now that the algorithm is like fully pervasive, they're going to be really cautioning against that. So my idea is not to go for more followers. My idea is to cultivate your current followers and transition them to customers. So how are you doing that? Number one, you really want to focus on your bio. Your bio is going to prep people for what it is you sell, because you can't say like content creator, video maker, long walks on beach.
Sure.
Like, what do you do for me? Like,
Sure.
what are you trying to provide, or what are you trying to sell? So the idea is to have a bio that preps people for sales in 5 simple ways. Number one, a description. How do you want me to describe you? Are you a content creator? Are you a video maker? Are you a cinematographer? Find that single word and use that. Secondly, list the benefits. Why should I follow you? Of all the YouTube content creators, why should I follow you here on Instagram? Tell me what I should expect from you. Tutorials, helpful tips, guides. Number 3, who is it for? Females, males, big city, small town, moms, not moms, like identify who it's for. Number 4, your contact information. It's super freaking basic, and so many of us forget it. And lastly, we want to make sure that we're building our newsletter list along with this. So on Instagram, you're going to having your one exit link. It's not to go buy my thing. It's not to go buy a ticket, buy a shirt, buy a pair of shoes. It's here's another way to stay in contact with my business. And then 1 week later, I'm sending a newsletter. The next week, another newsletter. Long form newsletters mixed with Instagram content turns them into customers, not just avid followers.
Wow, those are some power tips right there. We can really use those. Thank you so much for sharing those. Now, another thing that we also kind of touched on is, again, you have a certain brand that you are portraying. You're building your brand, right?
Yes.
And it's very intentional.
Yes.
One of the things we notice is that some people kind of get that naturally. Some people haven't thought too much about it. But one thing that can change our businesses and our brands is investing in our brand.
Yes.
What is your kind of philosophy when it comes to branding? And what is also maybe even some of the words, like what are we seeing behind the scenes when we look at your Instagram page and your content? What are you thinking about when it comes to branding?
The super deep question, so freaking good. And we can riff all day on this. But first, we should probably start off with the foundation of what a brand is for people who kind of have a misnomer. A brand is not a website. A brand is not a logo. A brand is not a name. A brand, as defined by Seth Godin, and I will totally chop it up, but it is a set of memories and experiences that taken together empowers a customer to choose one business over another. It is what people say about you when you leave your room, when you leave the room. So now that we know the content that we're creating, the vibe that we want to create, we have to put out what we ultimately want to attract. So if I want to attract empathetic people, I must showcase empathy. I must talk about empathy. I must show pictures of myself and talk about empathetic situations when things came up to me. So people say, Jasmine, how do you deal with the negativity that comes up on your YouTube channel or comes up on your Instagram? You express empathy. Hurt people, hurt people.
Wow.
And the more that you can articulate that, you start attracting people who identify with those types of things. So as you're looking at my feed, I really want people to experience empowerment, inspiration, and aspiration. And I do that not talking about myself, but talking about the other business owners who I'm helping along the way.
That's powerful. Now, would you recommend, you just mentioned 3 words. Would you recommend if someone's journaling right now, or maybe they pull out a piece of paper, should they think about the 3 words they want their brand? Like, what is maybe just an exercise or an audit that could be simple to look over our YouTube channels or social media feeds when it comes to what we want to accomplish?
I love this. Basic, 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 basic. 3 words. Now, you can change your 3 words. People get so tied up, like, I pick my 3 words and then I can't change them. No, you can change them, but let it marinate for like 3-4 months. So if your ideology is, I want people to look at my Instagram, or I want people to look at my YouTube and say, this person's having fun. This person's stylish. This person's a leader. Then the vernacular, the captions, the stuff that you're portraying has to convey that thing. You can't say, I want to be fun, and then you sit in like your dorm room and be like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm just so sad about life. Like, no, you're creating content to manifest the thing that you want that brings people back to you for those reasons. If you're fun, you got to show fun. If you're stylish, you got to be stylish. If you're a leader, you got to show leadership qualities.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, influencers, comment below. Maybe you've never thought of your 3 words. Think about them and comment them below. Maybe you already know what What are some of the things you want people to experience when they encounter your content? Let us know. Well,
And
Jasmine.
can I just wait?
Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry, Sean.
No, yeah.
I actually believe in documenting, right? So this is why I believe calling people to the carpet right now and saying, put them in the comments, because you're going to come back and it's going to be timestamped. It's going to be dated.
True.
So 3 years from now, you're like, when I made the decision that I was going to be fun, I was going to be fashionable, and I was going to be a leader, I made that declaration on Sean's page at this video. So now you can come back and you have a time capsule. Keep it real, y'all. Show up, step up, be here.
Post those
Yes,
below.
yes.
Well, Jasmine, are you ready for the lightning round?
Okay. I mean, this has not been the lightning round. All right. All right. Well, that was thunder. That wasn't lightning.
Thunder. Feel the thunder.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we're really offbeat.
That
we're
was
like,
great.
we need some flavor.
Here we go. Here we go. I hope you're
All
ready.
right, I'm
3,
ready. I'm ready.
2, 1. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
You have a dog?
Yes.
What's your dog's name?
Polo, Maltese. He acts like a cat.
NYC or LA?
LA, born and raised. Made in LA, homie.
If you could only have one item during a zombie apocalypse, what would you grab, or what item would you have?
My husband.
Okay, there you go. He's got your back, you know.
Ride or die, boom, ride or die.
Last song that you had on repeat, yeah.
Oh, Drake, God's plan.
God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Hey, no.
Book every influencer watching should read.
Big Magic, Elizabeth Gilbert. Read it twice.
Ooh, I love that book.
Yeah, that
Creativity,
one.
powerful,
Yes.
powerful book. We'll link that up in the description if you want to check that out.
Okay.
Favorite Netflix show that you recommend or like?
Oh, I know I shouldn't say it. House of Cards. I
House
know,
of Cards. That's a good show, though.
I know, it's
That's
kind
good.
of conflicted these days.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
good point. Good point. But yeah, House of Cards.
Okay.
I like it. A little bit deeper, but lightning nonetheless. Do you have a setback or a failure that sets you up for future success, and really like a favorite failure?
Favorite failure, I think, would come in a series of like negative feedback. There was kind of like a point in my career in life that people build you up to kind of tear you down, and it's hard not to take that personally. But to all of them, 4 years later, I say, thank you. You made me stronger. You made me more resilient. And it shows up that when you stand up after getting hit down, people have more respect for you, and they're gonna know, like, yeah, if you're gonna come at me, you better take me out by the knees. Next
Man.
time, I'm better.
Man.
I'm better now.
Haters are your elevators.
Yes, and amen.
Come
We're
on.
preaching.
Let's go.
Preaching. This is like the church of YouTube over here.
There you
Okay,
go.
Okay.
No miss morning routine.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm a stalker's dream. You could set the time. You could set a clock by my schedule. I wake up, I stretch, I meditate, I pray, I read, I take a hot bath, then I open my computer. So my morning ritual is 43 minutes every morning.
That is awesome.
That's crazy.
And of course, as a photographer, what was your first camera ever?
Canon 20D. It's what they call a prosumer, but that little thing cranked for every day and an extra day.
That's awesome. What do you shoot on today?
A Canon 5D Mark III.
Awesome.
Like coming up in the world a little bit, you know. That's
Lightning
awesome.
round.
Oh, that's a better lightning sound. That's better. Latino lightning is like wah 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 wah.
Awesome. Well, Jasmine, thank you so much
Thank you,
for sharing all
Sean.
your tips.
Thank
Now,
you.
let's talk about some of your stuff. How can people be in touch with you? What are your social platforms,
Sweet.
and how can people connect? And of course, we'll link these all up in the description below.
All social platforms, Jasmine Star. So definitely find me there. Check me out. Also, my social curator. This is going to empower people with stock photos, captions, and an action plan to ensure that you're not just showing up on social media. You're showing up with an intention and a plan and a strategy.
I love that. And that's actually something we use that helps us
Sean.
stay consistent
Thank you.
on social
I
media.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, finally, as entrepreneurs, there's ups and downs, there's discouraging times, in our life. What has been some of the things, and when we're just starting too, you're really working so hard, but not seeing big results. What do you say to entrepreneurs that, just to help them keep going, maybe a few final words if they're just looking for that, push to not give up on that dream?
If I can go back and talk to the entrepreneur I was 13 years ago, I would look her in her face, put my hands on her shoulder, and I would just say, whatever happens, continue moving forward. That what happens today will not impact tomorrow, and the fact that you can wake up and pursue the thing that you love, regardless if you're getting paid for or not. Life is so good because you're walking, you're breathing, and every morning is a new opportunity for you to get up and do the thing that you do. So go on, run, because at the end of the day, it will all be okay.
That was some fire right there. Love that.
Thanks, Sean.
Influencers, thank you so much for
Thanks,
checking out
guys.
this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to check out another video in our social media series, just click or tap the screen right there for another video from Video Influencers. Click or tap the screen right there. Until next time, Video Influencers help you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.
Hey, that was good.